Hey guys, it's Dee. So it has been a while since I've made a good psychologically based video for you that is real life and down to earth and that can help you in your day-to-day living that's actually relevant to most people. So tonight's the night. I thought I'd make one, and I've got a few notes, so I will stay on track and not make this a 20-minute video. And it's going to be 3 points. And these are 3 points on how to there are 3 psychologically proven methods to obtain power and control in your workplace, specifically in your workplace. Now, this science is based in socialization as well, and in social and family situations and all that sort of stuff, but I don't believe in using all this stuff necessarily in social situations, and I'll explain why throughout the video. And I like to focus more on in the workplace because it's a very politically charged environment, and you need a little psychology on your side if you want to do well. And obtaining power and a little bit of control over how people perceive you and how people characterize you is very important if you want to be successful and if you want to have any opportunities for growth or even be taken seriously and respected in your role. So here we go. Point number 1, always speak less than you want to speak. Always. Being uncomfortable with silence is a very common human experience. People don't like silence. They try to fill in the gaps. Let them. There's 2 things that happen when you let them. First of all, you learn a lot about them, and they learn nothing about you. And what people don't know and what they don't understand, they fear. And it's not like you want to walk around striking fear into the hearts of everybody, but a little bit of mystery and a little bit of unknown and people not knowing about everything, the way you respond to everything, the way you perceive everything they say, is a little bit of mystery and a little bit of unknown, and that's healthy, and that will give you almost a powerful and in control quality, because you've demonstrated that, because you're demonstrating that you don't have a problem with silence and you're very comfortable with it, which is very unique for human beings. It's not normal. Everyone loves to talk. The more you talk, the more you make yourself seem average. That's another thing, because that's a common experience. People love to talk. They love to fill in silence. When they're nervous, they talk. When they're confident or excited, they talk. You need to be able to play the pauses, be comfortable with silence, let things sit, and just zip it. And people will not know how you're perceiving what they're saying. And that's good, because that leaves you in a position of power. So speak vaguely, speak open-ended, or in a sense, leave people wondering or wanting to hear more if you do speak. So if you do have something to say, speak in a high-level way. Speak high level. Don't give too many details. Let people wonder. Let people want to know more. And then they're going to ask you questions. And when they ask you questions, divert them a little bit. Answer their questions in another vague, high-level way. Don't get too detailed. Don't give too much away until you absolutely have to, and it's like down to the bottom line. Don't give away your information and the things you need to say and the message you need to give. Keep it to yourself, because holding on to that is holding on to your own power. You're holding on to your knowledge and your experience and what you have to offer keeps it as yours. You are holding and keeping your power. And when you decide to share it, when you feel it's the right time, that's when you share it, at the very last moment when you have to. Other than that, keep it for you. It's yours. Also, last point for this one, the more you say, the more likely you are to say something that makes you look less powerful, less intelligent. It makes you look stupid. And I'm a victim of this too. I've done it. I have started speaking, and I'll get comfortable, and I sort of read the room, and I feel empathy for people, and I've had to learn this about myself, and I try to make them comfortable. So I'll make jokes sometimes to make them comfortable, and jokes just make you look stupid, and we shouldn't be doing it. I shouldn't do it. I've tried to draw a firm line with this and just deliver what I need to, what people need to know. Everyone's on a need to know basis, and that's it. And they don't need to know anymore. And I'm speaking particularly with people who are at your professional level or above. People who work for you or work work in positions that aren't as powerful as yours aren't necessarily, they're not going to try and screw you. It's people who are at your level or a little bit above that want to keep you down or keep you where you are because of feeling threatened and intimidated. And I'm going to get into that in my next point. So number 2, never never put too much trust in your friends at work. Value your enemies. And again, I'm not talking about friends that you've made through your employment. I'm talking about work level friends, colleague friends that are at your level or just above. Like if your boss acts like your bestie, your boss isn't your bestie. If the girl next to you or the girl beside you or across from you or the guy or your buddy down the hall is a good friend of yours, but you guys have pretty much the same level of control and power in your roles, they're not your bestie, they're not your friend, okay? And this is why. Because they may feel like they are, they may even sincerely feel like friends, and you might have things that are in common, but particularly at work, they become threatened and jealous very quickly and will try to underhandedly derail you and derail your success. They won't feel intimidated by you because you've already let them know too much about you because you felt like they were your friends. And once they know too much about you as a person, they see you more as an average, general, run-of-the-mill person just doing a job. You don't want anyone to see you like that in the professional workplace. Now, this science that I'm speaking of is specifically to do with social friendships as well and family friendships and family relationships, but I believe personally, if you have to feel that your personal friend is going to try and derail your success and screw you around, then they shouldn't be your friend in the first place if you have to fear that. And if you don't fear that and they do it, then lesson learned. You move on and you'll never make that mistake twice. I've made that mistake before. I know what it looks like, I know what it feels like, and I can see it coming. So don't necessarily, I recommend personally you do what you want to do with this, but use this for good. Don't let it harm personal relationships and personal friendships and family relationships. Maybe family, because sometimes family will try to destroy your life because they're jealous, because they know you personally and they see how far you've come, and they might try to take you down. But that's another whole video, and I'll make that one soon now that I've thought about it. And anyways, so in the workplace, yeah, that people get jealous. Especially women. I know guys do too, but women are horrible, terrible people. I've told you this before. They get jealous, they get threatened by you, they'll start going behind your back, running to your boss, telling your boss every little thing they think you've done wrong, or making little complaints about you, and they're always like anonymous complaints about you, or someone said she did this, or she made someone uncomfortable by doing this or that, and just whispering little things in your supervisor or your boss's ear, trying to just degrade your character just a little bit to keep you down. And that's because they feel threatened by you and they feel intimidated by you. And the best way to make sure they don't feel comfortable enough to do this is to strike a little bit of fear into them. And the only way to have a little bit of fear in people is to not let them know you and not let them know how you'll respond. And the best way to do that is to say less. Don't be friendly. Don't be their friend. Be professional. They're on a need-to-know basis. Everybody is on a need-to-know basis. You keep your power to yourself. Third point and last point. Never, ever, ever outshine your boss. Make your boss always feel and look superior to others. Don't overachieve, or they'll feel threatened by your growth potential. They definitely will. After all, every single person is replaceable, and you'll see it in organizations and in companies. People move up and take their boss's spot all the time, and the boss makes a lateral move, a lateral shift when they were comfortable in the role they were in, and someone steps up to the plate. Take every opportunity to make them look to others and feel more valuable and more brilliant than they are. Let me give you an example. I got a really complimentary email from someone very high up in my company, and I made a very good point in responding to that email that I said, thank you so much for recognizing what I did. I feel really grateful, and I feel very valued within my organization, and I appreciate that you took the time out of your day to type up this little memo and send me this message, and I appreciate it, but I need you to know everything I've learned and the way I practice is I totally can attribute to the excellent mentorship I have through my boss. Like, my boss is a an excellent mentor and has really guided me and taught me and motivated me and given me every great tip that I have, and every strength that I utilize in this role. I utilize because my supervisor has really, given me the ability to do so. And I passed it on. And paid it forward. And I'm sure my supervisor heard back about that. And even if he didn't, then it wouldn't have mattered, because his supervisor knew what I did, and that looks good on me. But it also is recognizing somebody else as well. And the greatest power you can ever have is to recognize other people. And when it comes to friends, if outside, this video is done, but one last point. When it comes to friends, if you feel like you have a friend that is jealous or intimidated by you or feels threatened by you to the point where they're going to take you down, not only would I not be friends with them in the first place, you can feel that right away if you've had that experience, but if they're already your friend and you're starting to feel that way, this is our opportunity as women to lift somebody up. It's our opportunity. If you feel like another woman feels like they're less than you, nobody's less than anybody. It's just about how you present yourself and the way you practice in whatever role you're in, whatever your job is. Like I said before, whether you work at Arby's and you're the person that I would drive to another city to go to just to go to her drive-through because she made me laugh and made my day better every day. It doesn't matter who you are. Everybody has value. Everybody's important. And every job, every role plays a part in society and is important. So if you have a friend who, for whatever reason, be it looks, be it lifestyle, be it finances, be it relationships, be it employment, if you feel like they don't know their value and their worth, and they don't feel confidence and love themselves the way you love yourself, if you're a true friend and a good friend, and even if you're not, as a woman to another woman, this is your opportunity to do something really good and lift them up and raise them up and help them realize that they're better than they know they are. And they're beautiful, and they're intelligent, and they're brilliant, and maybe they don't have everything you have academically or professionally, but honestly, guys, coming from someone who had the opportunities to progress professionally and academically, I have those opportunities because other people helped me along the way. They were truly opportunities gifted to me, and yeah, I took them and I ran with them. But not everybody has that opportunity. It doesn't make me any smarter than somebody who didn't. It doesn't make me any more intelligent than somebody who didn't. It just means I had the opportunity to formalize my education and get some letters beside my name. That's all it means. It doesn't mean the person next to me couldn't have done it twice as fast and 3 times better than me had she had the opportunity to do it. Because I've got some friends that, let me tell you, if they had the opportunities I had, they'd be my boss. So, just a note, when it comes to friends, ladies, let's bring each other up. If you feel like they don't think they're at our level, bring them up to our level. Push them higher than our level. Make them as good as they can, because they are wonderful, great people, and everybody deserves to know their worth and know their value. But when it comes to professionalism and succeeding and being respected and valued and having people attribute you to someone who is powerful and in control, follow these 3 steps. Save the video, watch it again. And guys, if you watch till the end, please subscribe to my channel. I am trying very hard to grow it. It's a free, simple move for you to just hit the subscribe button, but every subscriber allows me to further infiltrate the algorithm, and it allows me to spread the messages that I try to put out there that are real and helpful, that actually matter to people and will make a difference in people's lives, in everybody's lives, not just the few select people who can meet the standards that most women present themselves to have on YouTube and on social media, because, I think a lot of it's bullshit, and you know that about me. So anyways, please subscribe, and I'm grateful, and I love to hear from you guys. I only see a few of the top comments sometimes, but I do my best to answer them, and I wish I could see them all, but I'm not allowed to anymore for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe because they're mean, or maybe because they're nice. Who knows? But either way, I appreciate them. Have a great night, guys. Enjoy your Saturday, and I will see you all very soon.